Imagine a world where people take medicines to get cured, but instead they accidentally die. And the reason is because the medicine had some kind of impurities. The medicine was not right for the patient. It had some kind of contamination, which resulted in the death of the patient. Imagine a world where people do not believe hospitals and doctors because the medicine is at fault. Imagine the kind of chaos it will create. And that is the reason pharma industry is mandated by the government to have this unique, super important department. Without that, they cannot operate. And that is quality assurance, quality control. But now the question to be asked is, if this department is so important for the operations of a pharma company or a biotech company, why are they not hiring? The answer is yes, they are. But they're not visible because they hire in bulk and they hire from specialized job portals like Biotecnika. Startups as well as big companies are constantly hiring QA/QC professionals. And the good part is they hire in bulk, like hundreds of people together. And they look for expertise and skill set and not experience. The demand is so much and there is no automation here. You require a pure lab work. So the random sampling has to happen and then it has to be tested and then we get the desired results. So as a BSc or MSc chemistry, biotechnology, microbiology, biochemistry, B.Pharm or M.Pharm or any life science candidate can target QA/QC as your career. This is one of the fastest job you can get in the pharma and biotech industry. Now moving forward, let us understand why the companies need it. For that, you'll have to listen to a story of every biotech and pharma company. Any and every company is always on a lookout to launch new products. So they have a R&D center, right? So suppose I made a medicine which can treat dengue. So now I can go ahead and sell it? No, I can't. I need clinical research professionals, clinical data management professionals, and a CRO which will conduct this clinical research in pan-world, globally, and give me a report, okay, this drug is not having any side effect or any lethal effect. Now, the next step is we have to file with the government. That is where global regulatory affairs comes into picture. The government has given approval. Fair enough. Now I have a factory. I can make the medicines. So that is formulation and development, manufacturing. But after that, to ensure that there is no contamination, there is absolutely no deviation from the defined standard operating procedure, we require a QA/QC expert or a professional. Now let us not confuse in between both of them. Quality assurance means the process, documentation, SOPs, audit, good manufacturing practices, compliance, and a lot more. But when it comes to quality control, we are looking at lab testing, sample analysis, instruments, raw materials, product testing, and it is more of process focused. QA is more of process focused while QC is more of testing focused. So both is required for our biotech and pharma companies' operations. Now, why it is one of the fastest employment generator for a life science candidate, let us understand. Can I operate in a market with contaminated medicine? I cannot. So I have to have every batch process tested by a QC professional. And that is why you require so many people, because there are so many batches, because we are coming up with millions of medicines, vials, ampules, capsules, tablets every day. Because I as a company suppose have to sell to the whole world, 180 countries. So I need to have millions of medicines, millions of capsules manufactured per day. So a lot of QA/QC professionals. It is just like the IT industry, right? Now one big mistake QA and QC professionals make is, or any life science professional make is, they think that, okay, if I know the lab work, they'll hire me. No. More than the lab work, the data analysis is very, very important. Now, how do you get a job in QA/QC? This is a question to be asked. Can any fresher apply and get a job? The answer is no. If you are a fresher with zero experience in biotech or pharma QA and QC, then you have to undergo some kind of mandatory training. Now, companies don't have time to train you. Companies don't have time to go through the entire process and start from scratch and train you till the latest. They want ready-made professionals. So what will happen as a fresher, you will stop getting the jobs, or even if you get, you will get low salary jobs. And Biotecnika is here to change that. That is why we are coming up with an industry-ready QA/QC job training program with projects, real-world compliance practice, and placement support into these companies. There are several startups in and around Bengaluru, Ahmedabad, Himachal, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, which are in dire need of QA/QC professionals. They're not getting. And it is not just the human biopharmaceuticals, it's about the veterinary also. There also QA/QC is there. Any and every place, even food testing, you have QA/QC, right? So real world compliance testing is very important. If you learn that as a fresher, easily you can get a job. And we have several examples where we have trained students and they got placed. So what you have to do? From 10th of July, we are starting this program, and it is for freshers who want to learn the QA/QC skills and want to increase their employability in the industry by 100%. Come learn with 8 of our experts: Dr. Vaishnavi Babu, Dr. Prangya Rath, Dr. Nilofer, Mrs. Shomrita Pal, Dr. Ilamati, Mrs. Geetanjali, and Ms. Kavita. All these scientists have spent decades into the industry, and now they are here to enhance your employability. 65% of pharma and biotech jobs are only QA and QC. So your chances of getting a job is very, very high. High quality, stable jobs with high salary. Now let's look at what kind of questions they will ask you in the interview. They'll ask you several questions, but before that, you have to know that your life science, chemistry, and pharma degree makes you exclusive and eligible. So no other field can come here, right? You need lab experience. You should be detail oriented, documentation friendly, attention to detail should be there. You have to have patience, and you have to follow the lab SOP and protocols. As a fresher, you'll start at 4 lakhs per annum minimum salary. And as you grow, you can get up to 15 to 20 lakhs per annum also. But if you get into the leadership and managerial roles in QA/QC, like you become a QA/QC head of a pharma company, then it goes up to 48 lakhs per annum also. That makes it 4 lakhs in-hand salary. What you need to get there? First is getting started. QC skills which you have to learn as a fresher. Let's find that out. pH meter, titration, UV visible spectroscopy, the foundational HPLC, GC, Carl Fisher titration, dissolution testing, disintegration testing, sample preparation, calibration, standard solution preparation, and basic troubleshooting. I'm sure some of it has been taught already in your chemistry or pharma degree. For life science, probably it is little less, but still you can learn all of this in any of the labs by doing a temporary contractual job. Coming to QA, you must learn the good manufacturing practices, good lab practices, GDP, SOP writing, BMR, BPR review, deviation, CAPA, change control, validation basics, audit readiness, documentation control, and regulatory guidelines. The current pharma quality assurance interviews commonly focus on topics like quality assurance role, GMP, documentation, deviation, and CAPA. If you can crack this, you have got a stable job in the industry. For QC, the scope is huge. QA is a mandate from government. Without them, company cannot operate. And this is an evergreen job. No recession can kill your job. As a fresher or as an experienced person in QC, your life inside a pharma company or a biotech company will look like you testing samples, maintaining lab records, calibrating instruments, and preparing reports, which you are passing on to the superiors. QA, as a QA fresher, you'll be checking documents, ensuring SOP compliance, reviewing batch records, supporting audits, and handling deviations. Now, all of this will help you grow in your career. Generally, in the interviews, they will not ask you very advanced questions. They will ask you questions like, what is the difference between QA, QC? What is GMP? What is SOP? What is kappa? What is deviation? Why calibration is important? What is the principle of HPLC, GCL, CMS, UV spectroscopy? What is pH and buffer? How do you calibrate molality? And why do you want to make a career in QA, QC? All these kind of questions you'll get. And once you have cracked this interview, you will become a trainee analyst or a QA trainee. Then you can become a QC analyst or a QA executive, depending on what you're choosing. Senior executive, as you spend 2 years. Assistant manager, another 2 years. That means within 4 years of today, if you get started today, you can be assistant manager in a pharma company in QA. 6 years total experience. And now you are a QA QC manager. And 10 years experience, you are a quality head. QA QC is not here as a backup for your job hunt. QA/QC is the backbone of pharma. Any medicine you ever took, any vaccine you ever injected in your body, any diagnostic kit, any food product you consumed, any biotech product which reaches you or your family or anyone goes through the sharp lens of QA/QC professionals. That means they are super important for any pharma companies. So my suggestion to you is enroll with Biotechnika's, Pharmanika's and Rasayanika's joint collaborative effort. Once in a year, this opportunity comes. This year it has come twice, by the way. QA/QC training program with project. This project gives you work experience, which helps you get jobs into the industry. Pharma, chemistry and biotech companies are ready to welcome you with open arms, but only if you have learned this particular skill. All the best.